Welcome students. Today we will see Unit 2 in Total Quality Management. So who is the customer? One who uses the product or service, the one who purchases the product or service, or the one who influences the product or service. So these are called as customers. So as we all know, there are two types of customers. One is internal and external. Internal customers means the employees in the organization, and external customers means end users. So here we can see a customer satisfaction model. After knowing customer, we should also know what is customer satisfaction. So it is a measure of the degree to which a product and service meet the customer expectation. In another way, it refers to the extent to which customers are happy with the product and service provided by the organization. So degree of satisfaction provided by goods and service of a company is measured by number of repeat customers. So organizational success depends on customer and customer satisfaction. So it is one of the goal of total quality management. Customer expectation are ordinarily increasing nowadays, and hence quality cannot be a static. To delight the customers, it is necessary for the organization to understand their expectation and needs through proper channel. So, to achieve this customer satisfaction, we can apply this table model. So here, this rectangle represents company offer, and this circle represents customer needs. You can see the needs. Most of the needs are not fulfilled by the company. Similarly, customer satisfaction is also very less. Only few parts of their needs are fulfilled. So customer satisfaction is also less in that way. So total satisfaction, when total satisfaction is achieved, when offer matches the need, so means that the circle should be completely superimposed on the square means there is a customer satisfaction. So why customers leave? Because of poor service and product dissatisfaction. So the mostly is 69% of poor service makes the customer to leave the company. Then product dissatisfaction, which represent 13 percentage. Then a better price elsewhere. If the customer is getting elsewhere a good product or better price, they switch over to other companies. And others are 9 percentage. So here the service and product quality is the main thing of customers leaving the company or organization. In Kano model, we can see three elements, that is basic attributes, performance attributes, and excitement attributes. So here we can see the diagram. So how the customers are delighted. If their basic factors are dissatisfied, means they are just satisfied. If their performance factor is met out, they are moderately satisfied. But if we give more than the expectation, the customers become delighted. So that is called the delighters or excitement factors. So here you can see the green arrow which represent delighters, means the customers are extremely happy because of their needs also fulfilled and more than their needs were given. Then this pink arrow represents performance factor, where moderately they are satisfied. So basic factors is given and what they required is given. So this pink arrow represents that moderate satisfaction because of performance factors. This red color arrow indicates the customers are not at all satisfied due to the basic factors. So they are called dissatisfied. So even the basic factors is not given, then how their need will be fulfilled and how the more than expectation will be given. So because of this only, customers leave and also they are becoming dissatisfied towards our company. So if we want to delight or make happy or customer satisfaction, we should fulfill their needs and more than their expectation we have to provide. Now it is very important topic to know the customer perception on quality. So when the customer think that they are getting quality product or service means when their performance and features are met out, proper services is given, guarantee and warranty is provided, then price strategy is satisfied to the customers. And I think if the organization having a good name and fame, that is reputation, brand image or company image, all this is the perception of the customers on quality. So here we saw few topics about the customers. So customer retention is very important than satisfaction. So what can be the retention? So retaining the customers with us for a longer time is very important. Okay, so customer satisfaction, we have to bring a customer loyalty and then make them retention towards our organization. If you retain one customer, it means 5 to 7 times your profit or increasing. So we also have some system to retain the customers or improve the customer retention. For that, first the employee must be satisfied first because they are the internal customers. So when employee are satisfied, that they provide internal service quality. Then when internal service quality is provided, employee retention is possible. And when employee retention is possible, they extend the external service quality to the customers. And then customer will be automatically satisfied. So likewise, if the system is followed properly, that is by satisfying the employees, giving an internal service quality to the employees, then employees will extend their retention and extend their service quality to the customers. Customers will get highly satisfied and at last customer will be retained. When the customer retention is there, profit maximization will be there for any organization. So for this, we have to satisfy the customers. Customers are complaining about the product and service also. So we have to give a proper tool for collecting complaints. What are the tools for collecting complaints? Comment card that is attached with any product, then questionnaire, focused group, we can take survey, then through telephone, email, or any social media, we can collect the feedback, then customer visit we can do. Then even from the employees, we can get the feedback about the customer complaints. So when these complaints are properly solved, naturally the customers will get satisfied. So what can be the benefit of this customer satisfaction? Retained by the organization for longer period. Then also customer become less sensitive to the changes, even if price or increased or not. Then word of mouth will be created by them. Company image, profit, expansion, all will have a wonderful improvement. Then then they can also compete easily. Then global market can be achieved. Next, we will go topic involvement. So what is involvement? An approach taken to improve quality or productivity. So, in involvement, that is the approaches, we can see uh, five type of employee involvement approaches: employee motivation, employee empowerment, teams and teamwork, recognition and reward, performance appraisal. So what is motivation? Motivation, that is helping individual to understand the utilization of employee involvement to achieve process improvement. So, according to Scott, motivation is defined as a process of stimulating people to accomplish desired goals. So, what are the importance of motivation? Improve employees' involvement, promote job satisfaction, promote interpersonal cooperation. So, he is the Abraham Maslow. He introduced hierarchy of needs. So this is explained by Abraham Maslow, which is called the hierarchical theory of motivation. So he's telling the first need is physiological. For any human, first need is to be fulfilled is physiological need, that is basic need. Then goes to safety needs, then social needs or belonging needs, and then esteem needs, and the last one is self-actualization needs. So now come what is empowerment. So empowerment means increasing the spiritual, political, social or economic strength of individuals and communities. That is to invest people with authority, sharing or varying degree of power with the lower level employees to better serve the customer. So in order to create a empowerment, three conditions are necessary. One is everyone must understand the need for change. The second one is system that need to change to the new paradigm. Then the third one is organization must enable its employees. So here we have three levels. One is enabling the employee to make bigger decisions without having a reference to their supervisor or senior. So that case we can get employee empowerment or employee empowered. The next level is involving the employees to improve the way things are done. Then the third level is encouraging employee to play a more effective role in their work. So for this empowerment also, we have some stages or process of employee empowerment. First one is we have to identify reason for empowerment. Why we need to empower the employee. So that reason should be identified first. Then changing the behavior of senior management. Then determining impact of employee decision. Then we have to establish team, that is a work team. Then sharing the information between the team. Then selecting the right employee, and that employee has to be provided a full and right method of training. And the last stage in employee empowerment is communicating the expectations. So here we have characteristics of empowered employee. So here when the employee are empowered, no, they feel responsible for their own task. They take full responsibility and they balance their own goal with the organizational goals. They become challenged and encouraged, self-motivated. They monitor and improve their work continuously and at now they find new goals and change the challenges. So what is team and teamwork? Team, a group of people working together to perform a common organizational goals. What is teamwork? So teamwork is a cumulative action of the team during the achievement of goal. So what can be the benefits of teamwork? So this enhance the quality because there is a solution for the problem. Then improved communication. So why do we need this teamwork? So because of three reasons, many heads are more knowledgeable than one. So they can teach every individual, make the employee empowered and innovative. Then each member has the ability to solve the problem. Then each member develop characteristic of subconscious communication with each other that allows them to do a better job. What are the types of teams? Process improvement team, then cross-functional team, natural work team, self-directed team. So process improvement team is for improving the process. This team has been established. Then to solve the complex problem, cross-functional team is formed. Then for normal routine work, what are the characteristics of successful teams? Sponsor means there should be a person from quantity or quality concept. Then now this team charter, document of person indicating mission. Then team composition should not exceed 10 members. Training members are well trained. Then ground rules means basic rules should be followed. Then clear objective should be stated clearly. Then accountability, periodic status report should be maintained. Then well-defined decision procedure should be there. Adequate resources and tools should be there. Then there should be trust among the team and between the teams and management. Effective problem solving, that is efficient methods of problem solving should be there. Then everyone should have a open talk, open communication, that frankness. Then appropriate leadership means that the leader who leads. So leader should guide, not supervise. So leadership is very important concept in teamwork. Then balanced participation. Every individual, every in the team should have a equal participation. Then of course it should be a single unit, not a subgroup. That is cohesiveness is required. So we can find stages in the team development. Like first stage is forming, then storming, then norming, performing, and adjoining. So what is forming stage? So this is the polarized stage where the team members starts forming to form a team. So everyone is trying to figure out what the team concept is. So this is usually a silent way it takes place. So no one has abandoned anyone at this point yet. Then after forming, once the formation is completed, the next stage is storming. So here the silent leader may be clashing for control of the group. So people here disagree and may blame the team concept saying it does not work. So management needs to do a lot of coaching to get people to work together. So, storming stage is the one where the people will have a small conflict and clash towards their activities. Then, norming. So here the team is starting to work well together and has turned around from the storming phase. They may start to brag up the team concept to others who are not in the team and will be very positive about their role and team group. So team will bounce back and forth between storming and mourning when the issues crop up. And the next fourth stage is performing. So this is the level where the team is high, that is performance team, highly performing. They can give new project and tasks and accomplish them successfully and seldom fall back into the storming phase. And the last one is adjourning. The team brief and share the improved process during this phase. When the team finally completes the last briefing, there is always a bittersweet sense of accomplishment coupled with the reluctance to say goodbye. Many relationships formed with these teams continue long after the team disbands. So here in short we can say. So team members are introduced, that is following. The team transition from as is to be to be, it's a storming stage. In norming stage, the team reaches consensus on the process. Then performing, the team has settled its relationship and expectations. And the team shares the improvement process with others is adjourning stage. So we have benefit like improved employer satisfaction, then organizational power can grow, employees to perform better, trust will be increased among them in the organization. How we have advantage, we have some barrier also. Insufficient training will lead to barrier to the team progress, then lack of management support, lack of planning, then lack of planning tools. All this will create a barrier in the team. Next is recognition and reward. Both go together to form a system for letting people know they are valuable members of the organization. So now come what is recognition. Recognition is a form of employee motivation in which the organization publicly acknowledge the positive contributions and an individual or a team that has made. Reward is considered as tangible goods such as increased salary, gain sharing, etc. So what are the need for recognition? If we need to improve employee morale, we need recognition. If you want to create a congenial and satisfied workplace, we need recognition. So it stimulates creative ideas also, creative efforts also. Then types of reward can be intrinsic, which is non-monetary way, and extrinsic awards, which is monetary way. Next come performance appraisal. So this is the last employee involvement approaches. So performance appraisal is a systematic and objective assessment or evaluation of performance and contribution of an individual. So there is a need for performance appraisal to identify employees for salary, revision, promotion, to determine training and development needs, to motivate employees, to validate the selection procedure, to make the supervisor more observant of their subordinates. So performance appraisal, we have process, six process. First, we have to establish performance standards and that should be communicated to the employers. And then we have to measure their actual performance. Then we have to compare their actual performance with the standard one. Then we have to find out the gap that we can discuss the appraisal with the employees. If necessary, if any corrections has to be carried out, we have to take necessary steps. So next we will see on a different topic, a method of creating a clean and orderly workplace that exposes waste and makes abnormalities immediately visible. So what it is? Any guess? Right. It is the origin of 5 years. So it started in Japan. The origin of 5 years started in Japan, where the owner of Toyota and his son with the chief engineer developed the Toyota production system. So it is called 5S, simply the five Japanese words that start with the letter S, like Siri, Seaton, Seisho, Shikechu, Shichube. Henry Ford principle is clean up, arranging, neatness, discipline, ongoing improvement. So what is the secret of Japanese success? It is 5 years. The solution of many problems like high absenteeism, high turnover, demotivated employees, disorder or cluttered environment, mistakes, errors, for all these problems encountered at the workplace, for this the solution is 5 years. So in simple, we can call it as a housekeeping technique. So this is the technique which enhance the productivity and safety. What is the idea behind 5S? To achieve high level of quality, safety, productivity, and also to have a conducive working environment. So what is CV? Means sort out or organization. What is C10? It is orderliness or systematizing the things. Then C-show is cleaning or shining the floor. Then C-ketsu is making it standardized. Shekchuke is it should be sustained for a longer time. So here we can see the picture first, yes, which helps us to identify and eliminate waste, which is sorting out. So all these 5S create a low cost and high impact. So here this 5S concept makes everyone to involve. Then what is the second S? Get rid of things we do not need or use. Then what is seat? And once we cleaned up all the items we don't need, we need to organize or straighten up what was left. So daily followed cleaning is necessary to sustain improvement. Shiketsu, it is used to maintain the three steps. It is focus on creating a consistent approach with which tasks and procedures are performed. And the last one is we have to make it a habit of properly meeting the correct procedure. So sustainability and discipline comes here. Next is Kaizen. What is Kaizen? Kaizen was developed by Masaki Ima. So he is known as the developer of Kaizen. K is means change or action to correct. Zen means good. So here we can see Japanese word. Kaizen means change. That is K. Zen means to become good. So basically, Kaizen is small incremental changes made for improving productivity and minimizing waste. So in Kaizen also we have steps. The first one is event preparation. That is, we have to select event area, team, then create the team package. Then come next step is define the scope and goals of the event. Then train the team, then work the event area, then collect the data on event area, then brainstorm the ideas, then use multi-voting to prioritize top ideas that will be worked immediately, then form sub-team to go out and try and implement these ideas. In short, we can put this process. That is, first we have to select an event, plan for the event, then implement it, and then make a follow up. So, what can be the benefits of Kaizen? It reduces waste like inventory waste, time waste, then workers innovation, and also it improves space utilization, product quality, which results in higher employee morale and job satisfaction and lower turnover. So Toyota is well known as one of the leader in using Kaizen. In 1999, at one US plant, 7,000 Toyota employees submitted over 75,000 suggestions, of which 99% were implemented. So we have some pitfalls in Kaizen too. It sometimes resistance to change happens, then lack of proper procedure to implement it, then too much suggestion may lead to confusion and time wastage. So this is the modern perception of Kaizen and job function. So the workers here we can see innovation, Kaizen, and maintenance level. So workers and supervisor mainly focusing on maintenance level, a little bit on Kaizen and nothing on innovation. Whereas middle management, they are focusing mainly on Kaizen, less on innovation, and then followed by maintenance. Whereas the top management, they are focusing on innovation, then also in Kaizen, but less in the maintenance level. So if we see the difference between Kaizen and innovation, Kaizen is undramatic, innovation is dramatic. Then Kaizen, it covers only low cost, innovation is the high cost. Then Kaizen, compared to the innovation, Kaizen is low risk, whereas innovation is high risk, for which we need more technology also for innovation. But for Kaizen, it is purely and completely human effort. Next topic is supplier partnership. So making partnership with a supplier is very important for any organization to enhance the product quality management. So organization as well as supplier have the same goal, that is to satisfy the end user. So working with a supplier in a partnership atmosphere will yield high product and services. So here, Deming also suggested that long-term relationship of loyalty and trust should be developed with the supplier to ensure improved product and service. So what is partnering? Partnering is a long-term commitment between two or more organizations for the purpose of achieving specific business goals and objectives. So here the relationship is based upon trust, dedication to common goals and objectives. There are three key elements in partnering or supplier partnership, that is long-term commitment, trust, shared vision. So what is long-term commitment? It provides a needed environment for both parties to work toward continuous improvement. So this total organization involvement is necessary. CEO to the workers. Each party contribute its unique strength to the process. Supplier may only take risk in a long-term commitment. Trust. This is the strength of partnering. So this trust strengthens the partnership, which is based on fairness and parity. Trust enable the resources and knowledge of each partner to be combined to eliminate an adversarial relationship. Mutual trust forms the basis for a strong working relationship. Then open talk or frequent communication avoid misdirection, dispute, and strengthen the relationship. So the party may share or integrate resources such as training activity, administrative system, and equipment. What is a shared vision? Each of the partnering organization must understand the need to satisfy the final customer. So there should be an open and candid exchange of needs and expectations. Shared objectives and goals ensure a common direction aligned with each party's mission. So the partners must understand each other's business so that equitable decisions are made. So these decisions must be formulated and implemented as a team. We have three types of sourcing: sole sourcing, multiple sourcing, and single sourcing. What is sole sourcing? Organization is forced to use only one supplier is sole sourcing. What is multiple sourcing? Means where we can have two or more suppliers for an item. Single sourcing, here we, even though we have many suppliers, but we are selecting only one supplier for an item because of specific feature in that item. So supplier selection is very important. So we have some conditions for selection and evaluation of suppliers. So supplier knows management policy. We have to see whether the supplier knows our organization policy. Then whether stable management system is there. Then supplier has capability of dealing with technological innovation. Supplier can supply material meeting our customer specification. Then supplier has capability to meet the amount of production. Then supplier should not breach a corporate secret to others. Then a supplier is easily accessible in terms of transparency and communication. Then if supplier is very sincere and implementing the contract conditions, then supplier has an effective quality system and improvement program. The supplier has a track record of customer satisfaction, organization credibility. So these conditions go beyond evaluating a supplier on the basis of quality, price, and value. While selecting supplier, we have to follow some stages also, like survey, inquiry, negotiate, selection. Then we have to evaluate the supplier. According to Koro Ishikawa, he has suggested 10 principles of customer-supplier relations. First one is customer and supplier should be fully responsible for quality control. Then customer and supplier should respect each other independence. Supplier should completely give information or gather information from the customer. Then non-adversarial contract between customer and supplier is needed for quality, quantity, price, delivery method, and payment. Supplier should provide quality to meet customer satisfaction. Then product quality evaluation method should be decided by both the parties. Amicable or friendly settlement of dispute between customer and supplier should be established in the contract. Then continuous information exchange should be given, which will improve the product and service quality. To maintain a good relationship or amicable relationship, both the parties should do procurement, production, and inventory planning. Best interest of the end user should be considered while doing business transactions. So how we follow this supplier certification? So as per ASQC has developed some certification criteria. So the customer and a supplier should have agreed on specifications which are mutually developed, justifiable and not ambiguous. Supplier shall have no product related lot rejection for a significant period of time. Supplier shall have no non-product related rejection for a stated period of time. Supplier shall have no negative non-product related incident for a stated period of time. Supplier shall have a fully documented quality system as per ISO 9000. Supplier shall have successfully passed an on-site system evaluation. Supplier must make inspection and test both the laboratory and SPC. Then supplier shall have ability to timely provide inspection and test data. Then occasionally it may be necessary to decertify a supplier as a result of major problem. So this benefit of certification include customer supplier partnership, direct shipment to stock, and reduction of supplier numbers to a manageable level. Supplier rating system is based on quality, delivery, and other added service. So what are the objectives of rating system? To obtain overall rating of supplier performance, we need this rating system. To ensure communication with supplier in the area of quality, service, delivery, and other desired measures. To provide supplier with a detailed and factual record of problem for corrective action. To to enhance the relationship between the customer and the supplier. So what is relationship development? So it includes inspection, training, team approach, recognition, and reward. So in inspection, that should be 100 percentage inspection we can do. If not, we can go for sampling. Then, if suppose most trusted supplier means we just audit, and then again we have more loyalty and trust in the supplier partnership means we just go for a identity checkup. Then training. All personnel should receive quality awareness and problem solving, technical and safety training. So this makes development of relationship. Then team approach must be there. Then recognition and reward or award should be followed. It may be in any form of newsletter or letter of accommodation. So that actually ensure supplier remain committed to a quality improvement strategy. So thank you, students.